Southport Square residents. This is your Executive Director, Brian Hess, with another episode of Around the Square. So, I am wearing a bright colored tie today. I don't know why I pointed that out. I just thought it was kind of bright and neat. So
yeah, it's not very. I have a lot of St. Patrick's Day stuff on here, but
oh, that's true.
Hey,
yeah,
kind of matches.
Yeah, not really into the green yet, but maybe the orange, maybe for St. Patrick's Day a little bit.
Maybe, I don't know.
All right. Well, anyway, so I'll start with my COVID update. So the state of Florida right now on the Department of Health website is showing a 9.3% positivity rate in Charlotte County at 11.2% positivity rate. That, again, is a 2-week cycle, so that's the most recent data that the Department of Health has for the state of Florida and Charlotte County. The CDC, on the other hand, they post their data. It is a little bit more accurate and current. Right now, their community level is showing green or low on their website, and it's showing a 7.25% positivity for Charlotte County. So that's pretty good. It's trending down because last week, if you scroll back through and watch last week's segment, which I'm sure many of you will want to do to validate my my number, but it was 10%, a little over 10% last week. We're now down to 7%. So that's good to see that it's coming down. Unfortunately, the community transmission levels remain at high or red on their website, and that's just how frequently it's actually being transmitted within the community. So the total number of cases per 10,000 people, I think it's per 100,000 people, is higher than the level that they want it to be at right now. And so that triggers at that community transmission level being high. So all that being said, what you need to know is that COVID is still out there right now. It's not a significant challenge in Port Charlotte or Charlotte County right now at just that 7.25%. It's still a little escalated, but just know that it's still out there. And just, if you need to protect yourself because you have maybe a low immune system or something, please be aware of that and understand. Right now on our campus, we're doing really well. We have no positive residents and no positive staff. Yay! So excellent for us to see that, and we'll continue to plug away as where we are.
Hey, Brian.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat this whole segment?
Yes.
Because your tie was just way too loud.
Oh my gosh, too wild and crazy.
It was too loud.
Let me start over. So COVID, no, I'm kidding. All right.
I hate the COVID update.
So anyway, if you are over in our skilled nursing to visit somebody right now, we are still requiring masks on the first floor, and the reason for that is because of our community transmission level, which is at the red or high level. That does require us as a skilled nursing to have masking in that first floor skilled nursing. So anyway, if you are over there and you're wondering why people are wearing masks or why you're asked to put a mask on, it is because the community transmission level is up higher than it should be right now. So quick update on some hurricane work. The blue team did start on the 5th floor in both Gables East and Gables West. They began here February 27th and have been working through several units. They estimate about 12 weeks to have all of the work completed, the interior work to be completed. So they are moving right now, still on the 5th floor. They're kind of going from wing to wing, and then they'll eventually drop to the 4th floor. We will let you know when they're ready to move to the next floor, but they're going to continue to work on the 5th floor as of this point as they continue to work through some of those apartments. Now, they do have a schedule of where they estimate everybody's unit to fall, but that schedule is going to change as they find some units go a little bit faster and some take a little bit longer, depending on once they get in there and how complex some of the work is that they are uncovering. So as we work through this, we'll continue to work with them and you all and try to make this as easy as possible. I know this is an inconvenience for those that do have repairs that need to be made. We absolutely want to make sure that you are comfortable and safe in your apartment while they're working. And so if for whatever reason you do have concerns, please come see me, come see Dawn, or go see Patrick, and we'll make sure we get it addressed or resolved. The blue team has been very responsive, so if you do have an issue, we'll make sure that we work with the blue team and get it resolved as quickly as possible. But I just know that we will have some hiccups along the way. So please just keep us in the loop. If there's something that's just not sitting right with you or you're not feeling good about, please let us know so we can address it sooner rather than later. Also, in addition to the interior work that they're going to be working on, we also will be moving forward with our roofing project. We do anticipate that the roofing will start within about 2 to 3 weeks here. And we are going to start with the carports first. So we will be having to move cars on our campus to different locations as we work through the roofing on those carports. So as we work through that process, we'll be notifying you. The roofing is going to be almost a total of 4 to 5 months from the time they start to the time they finish the roofing. It will be a lot of roofs. So if you were here when we did our roofs a little over a year ago, when we did those roofs last time, we did all of the shingle roofs on the Harbor building and the Gables East and the Gables West building. This time they're doing those roofs again, plus they're doing all of the flat roofs on all those buildings, and they're doing the village, and they're doing the sales center, and they're doing all the carports. So as we move through this, it is a lot more roofing than they did the last go round here. So we will have a lot longer time frame disruption on our campus. If you recall, they had the lift that was moving around different places, and the roofers were working in different areas. So hopeful as they move over your area that you will only get the banging on the roof for several days and not the entire project, but you will have times when they are banging on the roofs above your apartments potentially, and then they will be working in the village, which will be a noise for everybody to hear. So as we work through that, just know roofing is going to be a little bit of a disruption. We also will be working on exterior power washing and painting. And that's going to take place on all of our buildings as well. So we're going to have painters come back around. We painted the last time, I believe it was in 2017, I believe, when they painted last the exteriors. So that it's time, based on some of the storm damage that occurred, we need to repaint the exterior building. So we'll be working through that as well. That's going to be another group of folks coming around on the exterior of the building. We also will be working through the windows and lanais that we're trying to secure the final vendors and products for that. And the fencing and electrical work will still be conducted on the campus simultaneously with all the other projects that are going on. So that's kind of what's happening with the blue team. As far as your personal lanais, they are replacing all of the screens on all the lanais. Those will get redone. They also will be placing almost all of the vinyls, and the only vinyls that are not going to get replaced are those that were brand new vinyls that did not have any damage to them at all. So there might be a few folks either that have had vinyls done since the storm or maybe just pre-storm that are still perfectly clear, they look almost brand new. Those will probably remain. The rest of them, if they have fogginess to them, cloudiness, or if they're wrinkled or torn in any way, shape, or form, those will be replaced. So we'll be working through that over the next several months as well. And then landscaping. So while all of this is going on, we also have our landscaper that will be coming in. We gave them the approval to move forward with their new landscape design. They will be coming in. I'll be working with them in about a week and a half on setting our final schedule of when they'll be in here and which areas they'll be working on. But we do have about 300 trees that will be going back in on our campus. So there's a lot of trees to come in still. Yeah, 300.
They're going to put 300 trees in, and then
trees.
What about, won't those get in the way of the equipment for the roofing?
It will be just fine. They're going to work around them. So we're working with it's a good question though. But the roofers and the landscapers all know that we're going to be working simultaneously on this project.
It's going to be a jungle at this place.
Yes, it will be. So they all know that they're going to be working together harmoniously across our campus. But we will have a lot of work that is going to be taking place at the same time. So as we go through that, as if you all recall when we did roofing before, a lot of stuff did get torn up like grass. We replaced a lot of sod. We anticipate that will be the case again. They're going to use those big platforms and lay them out on the grass, which is going to kill it. And then they'll have to come back and resod. But they do use those just so that they can make sure the equipment doesn't get stuck in the lawns. So we'll be working through that process with everybody. But we are moving forward with our landscaping vendor. We do anticipate that we'll have that hopefully starting within about a month to 2 months at the latest, where that work will commence. Also this weekend, if you're out and about, you will see one of our royal palms coming down. That is purposefully planned. It is a tree that did have some type of a disease or something that was not making it a healthy tree. They do have to take that one out. They will replace it. So just know that that is going to take place, I believe, on Saturday. They're going to take that tree down and put a new tree back up in its place at some point. So still working through that process. So if you see a royal palm coming down, it's not that we're taking them all down, it's just one. And then last piece, just an update on our Gables East renovation. I know a lot of work still going on. We'll be having an East renovation meeting while this is being aired on Channel 195. But I know there's still a lot of work. They're working on all floors, and I apologize for them being on all floors. Our goal was that we were going to try to wrap up each floor at a time. That was not the way that it ended up working out with some of the subcontractors and their schedules. And so we are trying to wrap up some of those top floors as quick as possible and get them back to normalcy for you all to use, and then continue to work on just the lower floors. So as we work forward here, move forward over the next week or two, I'm hopeful that we wrap up that top floor, hopefully get that fourth floor back in place. We're trying to get the game room put back together, and then we'll continue on those lower floors. The lobby will be a little bit more of a challenge as we get down there and moving the desk around and kind of the entrance and everything. So we'll work on some timing and make sure we have some communication out about that. But we want to make sure that it's as minimal impact to you all as possible. But we do know that there will be disruption as we move through that. So with all of that being said, I hope you enjoy this episode of Around the Square.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah.
You have about 5 pages of things to do today. When are we going to do them?
Dawn, seriously, can you just go fly a kite?
Go fly a kite?
Yes, please.
Really?
Yes, I don't want to do that stuff. Just go fly a kite.
Fine. I'm going to fly a kite.
Go fly it.
So, my boss told me to go fly a kite. So I'm going to do what my boss told me to do. Here we go. What you doing, Helmet?
Taking a streamer off.
Oh, taking a streamer off.
She is,
It's a nice kite. Look at that. That's pretty.
yeah, we just don't have enough wind.
Hey, Helmet, can you believe my boss told me to go fly a kite? Gosh, I tell ya.
Yeah,
Is that your kite,
no.
Smita?
Okay, it's too late.
Bill Bell. Woohoo!
No wonder you're doing good. Doing well. Your total 5. You're supposed to stand. Oh, I'm not doing it. Maybe she should be a little bit further off. It might help. Further up or further back? Further back. Be careful.
You want me to hold it?
Okay, ma'am. Go, go, go.
Woohoo!
Touched it, so 1 more point. That's getting better. What happened, Alice? Did you get any more? Okay, so you were 7. What fly is it? She's 7.
Ooh, nice. Nice. Who's winning so far?
I didn't win anything.
There's a tie here.
Oh. It's a sudden death here?
Sudden
It's
death.
sudden
that's right,
death match.
yeah. I can feel the tension here. Point for the bounce.
Oh, another one.
Go.
It touched. Ooh. I say that's 20 points. Wow. So we're all enjoying this beautiful day out here. Hello, everyone back here. Oh, these are all the wise people sitting in the shade, getting nice and cool.
But we were all over at the other table playing crosswords in the sun.
Oh, yeah, that's a little much. Yeah, that's, yeah.
It'd be even better if we had a cold drink.
That's what I said when they were playing the toss game. I said, you know, The best way to play this game is with a beer in one hand and the beanbag in the other. It's all about balance, All about balance. That's how I play at the beach. Have a beer in one hand and a bag in the other, and then I don't care if I win or lose. Wow, and now pizza? Wow, so we were flying kites, playing games, and now it's a pizza party.
Pizza and games at the pier.
Oh, Smita, can you throw a good time or what? I was about to leave, but I think I'm gonna stick around for pizza.
Oh, sure.
Do you have enough for me?
I think so.
Okay. See any sharks?
Yeah, but he flew away.
Ooh, look at that. Ooh, that looks good.
One, leave it. Okay, you need a bigger plate, thicker plate.
Well, everyone enjoy your pizza.
Thank you.
Yeah, have fun. Hi, Peggy.
Hi.
You sit down getting a tan? Enjoy that pizza, Helmet. Did you get your beer? Did you get your beer?
Between the legs.
I got the beer, okay. Enjoy this fun and pizza. Don't mind if I do.
Bingo!
B9. B9.
The Saturday night bingo game has been computerized on the big screen TV. Everyone likes it very much. The numbers are clearer and it is much quieter than the mechanical machine. Please come every Saturday night at 7 p.m. to Town Hall to play bingo.
B14. B14. I30. I30. G54. G54.
Bingo. Good.
I-28,
Good.
G54,
Good.
and O62.
Good bingo.
54
Good.
and 70.
Good bingo.
Bingo!
We, Flyker, the board, have decided we would love to have a picnic for everyone. And we're going to have this picnic on St. Patty's Day, Friday, March the 17th at noon to 2 o'clock. And the board is going to be serving, we're going to have hamburgers, cheeseburgers, veggie burgers, beans, potato salad, watermelon, soda, water, and coffee. And we're going to use this as a thank you for the members. But you do not have to be a member to come to the picnic. Everyone, and I mean everyone, is invited. And Flyker Board is paying for it. The other thing is, where you do have to be a member, is we are going to offer a raffle. And the raffle is going to be a gift of a $100 gift card. The $100 gift card will be one for the East Gables, one for the West Gables, and one for Harbor Health. To get a ticket, you must come down to the picnic. You don't have to eat if you don't want to eat, but come and get your free ticket. Members get a free ticket. If you're an existing member, you get one free ticket. If you become a member since January the 1st this year, up to St. Patty's Day, you'll get 2 free tickets. That way you have a better chance to win the $100 gift card.
Oh.
And the drawing will be immediate, meaning it's going to take place at Smita's happy hour which will follow right after our picnic. Please, all of those watching this, consider becoming a member. We appreciate your support.
All right. Well, thank you, Curry, and I look forward to the picnic.
Thank you. You're invited.
Oh, yay. No green beer, though, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Maybe Smita.
Oh, yeah. We're going to have to get it
Maybe
Smita.
after our picnic.
Yeah, the
Smita will
happy
have the
hour.
green
That's
beer.
right. And the picnic is going to take place in the village?
Yes.
Okay. Wonderful. All right. Thank you, Curry. Have a good day.
Thank you, Don.
Well, hi, Tasha. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Now, Tasha is here. She is our harpist today.
Hello.
And you're going to be you're putting together some song choices, right?
Yep, I'm adding to some.
Adding to some. And you're going to, a little Irish flair, huh?
It's all music from the UK.
Oh, wonderful.
Scotland, Wales, Ireland, England.
Wonderful. And how long have you been playing the harp?
About 35 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and this program's called Falling in Love with a Leprechaun.
Falling in love with a leprechaun. I did that once.
I think we've all done that once. Yes, unfortunately.
Yeah, really.
Yes, we've done that at one point along that journey.
Well, and are you, obviously you're local, do you play with a group or do you?
Sure. I live in Osprey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm about 5 minutes from Sarasota, and I play with Port Charlotte. It's called Punta Gorda now. Punta Gorda. I also play with Ocala, and I play with Fort Myers, and sometimes in the summer I'll play down in the Dominican.
Oh,
with their
wow.
orchestra too.
So you have that harp will travel with you?
Not to the Dominican. They own a harp.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
Yes.
Oh, all
Although
right.
sometimes I wish mine would go with me, just because you miss yours when you're not playing yours.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But yeah, she gets a lot of rides in the Prius.
You
a lot of rides.
wait,
in the
you
Prius.
can fit that in a Prius?
A Prius wagon. They unfortunately stopped making them at 17. So
Oh,
I'm looking
okay.
for my next electric car that will haul a harp. I think a Tesla might, so we'll see.
Oh, well, we're looking forward to hearing you play.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. We're having a great time.
All right, thank you.
Next selection is from Ireland, Brian Boru's March. It's about a high king of Ireland who founded the O'Brien dynasty. And in 1969, the song was recorded by the Chieftains. Does anyone know who the Chieftains are? Heard of them? Okay, I got a couple of hands in the air. That's great. This is also known as the Piper's March, and it was played by one of the last great harpers of the time, Patrick Byrne. Now, actually, if you play this kind of harp, you're known as a harpist. And if you play a Celtic harp, when you're like, well, what's the difference? It's smaller and the strings are closer together. And it's quite a bit lighter on your fingers than this. This has 2 tons of pressure on the soundboard from the strings pulling up on it. So it's a bit different experience playing a Celtic versus this one. But his name was Patrick Byrne, and he was one of the last ones to play Brian Boru's March. Enjoy. Are you going for she once was a true love of mine. Have her make me a cambric parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, without a seam, fine needlework, and then she'll be a true love of mine. Oh, you'll take the high road and I'll take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland before ye. Oh, me and my true love will never meet again on the bonny, bonny banks of the called Lion and Healy, and Lion and Healy has been making harps well over 100 years. They also make pianos. Well, they did make pianos at one point, trumpets, lots of other kinds of instruments. During the World War II, I believe, they were making radios, and they kind of hung up the harp for a few years. But they did have a backlog once the war was over. They had to keep cranking out those harps all those people wanted over those years. It has 7 pedals. I'll show that to you as well. Here. Just give me a second. I don't want to knock anything.
I thought it was a Steinway.
It gets pricey when you knock the harp around. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, so we have 7 pedals, and it's just like the scale, the music scale. If we think of the piano, so we have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Same as the piano, exactly. We have 6.5 octaves. And what these pedals do is they give me my half steps, my black keys. So this is so cool to have this piano here. Wow, this is awesome. These are these. They are the same thing. Yes, they are. And so if I move one pedal, let's say I'm gonna move my C pedal, all my red strings are C's and all my darker strings are F's. So here we are. And this is nylon, and this is gut. This is the pricier end of the deal. And this is your wire strings, okay? And so these can be, one of them can be $30. And one of these is up to 20. Of course, inflation comes with the harp too. This is a tuning key, and it goes on the pins, and it raises or lowers the string, whether it's too low or too high. So if I can, basically what happens is, so you have these pedals, okay, and the pedals are connected to rods. So if I took a chainsaw, after cutting all the bushes down from Ian, right? If I took a chainsaw here, I would hit rods, 7 of them, just on this, like on the scale, C, D, F, G, A, B. And those rods are connected up here in the mechanism. There's 2,000 moving parts in the mechanism, 2,000 moving parts. Wow. So I don't want to knock, the most important thing I don't want to knock is up here. You know, one time I took the crown out. Should I tell you the stories? I don't know. I almost hit my car with my harp once. My harp with, yeah, you know what I mean. So, yeah, it was Christmas. It was crazy. I thought the stagehand had it on the stage, and nope, I knocked it over just a little bit. So, but yeah, so all the red strings are C's. And all the darker strings are F's. And if I play the right way, that'd be easier. Yep, so if I move my C pedal, right now when I'm up, they have 3 notches, so my feet are doing 21 different things, depending, right? So right now all my C pedals are up, so I have a C flat, and when they're down, C natural, and down, C sharp. Let me just turn it around one more time. Oops. So there we go, that's better. So each string has 2 discs on it. You see that? So there they are. And if you accidentally lay something on those discs, they get really unhappy about it. So I've had to replace discs before when I'm moving. But so here's C flat, natural, and sharp. And here is F flat, natural, and sharp. So it's kind of cool, like you can do jazz with it. You can bend the pitch a little bit with that. Some of the more contemporary things will have you play around with the pedal a little bit. Things like that, which sounds interesting, but usually means you have to go for a repair job in the next 6 months or so. It's just kind of part of the deal. So I'm going to show you a little bit of what's called a pedal slide. I'm going to play with my back to you. I'm not trying to be rude, but what I want you to be able to see is the pedals, at least from the best that you can from where you are. I always wish I had like a microwave, surface table and I just went around like a microwave. That would be pretty cool. But okay, here we go, just a sec. So yeah, I know this is kind of off from the story, but we'll get back there. And the chair weighs more than the harp, I'm sure of it. Sure of it. Yeah, I bought the chair because it goes up and down. I'm pretty happy about that. Okay, just a second. Gives you an example what it can do. Now, I'll be honest, my pedals are a little on the loud side, so it's a great harp for orchestra, not necessarily for recording. I have a new electric harp, and the pedals are really smoother but heavier, if that makes any sense. Like this has had like 35 years of manipulation, so I really like these pedals, but they're not quiet as they could be. And so, yeah, so we have the tuning key, and we have these holes here too. The holes allow us to replace the string. They obviously allow the sound to come out, and they tell you where Tasha probably shouldn't be putting her skin, which she does from time to time. Yes, hot days. Hold on just a second. So we're going to put ourselves back in place and resume our journey across the UK. 'tis you must go and I must hide. But mommy, come when summer's in the meadow. Oh, when the valley's hushed and white with snow. Here's her solo. Oh, Danny boy, oh, Danny boy, I love you so.
All right, so we have Tasha here. She's going to take the harp. Have Harp will travel.
Exactly.
And we're going to see, we're going to follow her because this goes into a Prius wagon. Yeah, so you have a mattress in there.
Yep.
And you got to lay it down carefully. So you have your own technique, I'm sure.
Yep, we just saw it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it is a good thing you're a fitness instructor as well.
It saves my
Hauling
back.
that thing around. How much does that weigh?
It's about 90 pounds.
Oh, okay.
Like with the cover.
But still, that's pretty hefty. Well, again, thank you so much. It was a wonderful concert and very educational.
Thank you.
I enjoyed it, listening to it from my office for the most of it. So,
Glad you had a great time.
yeah, yeah. All right, well, safe travels.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Noticed that they have changed the lighting in the sconces, which is really nice. They put in white light, which really makes a big difference. Old bulbs or yellow lights, and it's pretty nice. This is Gables East G Wing, just outside of the billiard room, and the lobby area, just around the corner here. And as you can see, there are many different types of flooring. There is the plank flooring here, which honestly looks stunning. I love it. Old furniture is put back, but that'll go away when we get the new furniture in. We have more chandeliers up here, and sconces are up, and it just adds so much vibrant light in here. It's wonderful. But the one thing that has been a big topic here is the carpet. Now this looks fine, and this is the main carpet that they're going to have. I apologize for the camera moving, but this is where it becomes an issue. This area here, it does appear like they ran out of carpet, but the designers are fixing this. It's not that they ran out of carpet, that's how they wanted it, and no one can figure out why, what the thought process was on that. But anyway, just to let others know, this is going to be fixed. How? I do not know, but it will be fixed. And then here in the billiards room, we have this type of carpet, which is kind of snazzy. I like that. It's very jazzy. The billiard room has been all painted. Looks like they have to do some touch-ups over there. And that's the service elevator that goes right into here. But I'm so glad they kept that light. That light is just the coolest, and how perfect for this room. So thank you to the resident that donated that. That is fantastic. I love that light. Perfect for this room. Right, so this is the R wing on 5, and they have, a couple of weeks ago I filmed this area here that had all of this flooring, and it was just a mock-up to show how to fix this carpet debacle. And it was approved, and so that will be done. So they have to get more of this supply to fix these types of areas. But the door entryways, this is going to be the type of transition, I mean, minus the blue tape, but it looks actually really, really nice. Look at that view. but it's coming along rather nicely. Still can't figure that part out, what the thought process was on that carpet, but looking good, Gables East. All right, so I'm in the Gables East R wing, and you see these little traffic cones. That's not to remind you to drive slow and 11 miles an hour down the hallways, but it's an indicator of where the blue team is working. And out of privacy for the residents, I do not want to go and film in their apartments when they're not at their best. So I wouldn't want somebody to do that to me. So, but these are indicators in Gables East of where the blue team members are working. So these apartments are under construction. A lot of them, they're able to do the work around the residents. But in some cases where work is a little bit more overwhelming, we're putting residents in the empty guest rooms. So it is a juggle, but it's a juggle and a struggle, but it's happening, and everyone is being so easy to work with. So thank you to the residents for all of your patience. We're getting there, we're rebuilding, and we're gonna come back stronger and better. So I am in Gables East 4th floor in the main elevator lobby area. And as you can see, it's very cluttered with furniture. And this area is almost done. It looks like they have little spots that they need to address. But here's a better look at that chandelier from the 5th floor. It's very pretty. It almost looks black on the video, but it's actually like a brushed nickel. Very, very pretty. All right, I'm in Gables East 3rd floor lobby area that is currently being worked on. But here's something. I have been here for 8 or 9 years. I do remember seeing the shutters, but I've never seen them down, and I don't know what the reasoning for is. And no, we're not opening a concession stand, but I've never seen them down. I didn't even know they actually worked that way, and now I'm going to be nosy and try to figure out why we have those there. This is the only place that I've noticed it. So if anybody knows the answer out there as to why there's shutters over here on the 3rd floor, let me know. But I know just behind that, it overlooks the 2nd floor. There's like a little balcony that overlooks the dining area, but I'm not sure why they have the shutters. And why they were installed. So I landed in a room that used to be the Gables East Lounge, and it has, let me tell you, the only way to describe this room and what I'm looking at right now is a complete ransom letter. Like, what is happening? All right, everyone at home, I spy with my little eye something red. Hello, Santa. All right, so now I'm on the 2nd floor. They have all the flooring in. Baseboards look horrible, but that's going to be done. The alcove, that carpet, I have to tell you, in person, it is beautiful. It really is. I don't know how it'll really show up on camera. It's a little busy on camera, but in person it's really nice. Here's the dining room. This used to be that little half wall that was the service area. I don't know if they're building that or not, but this area is still closed. They're doing some stack pipes, or I think that's what they're called. I'm sorry, I'm not supervised, so I'm not sure what everything is called. But I wanted to go and see what they did or decided to do. I think last week they were deciding on what, they had 3 different carpets in here, which was weird. Oh, it looks like they didn't decide yet, or they just haven't gotten to it. But this is really, tell me, how beautiful is this with the chandeliers, the beautiful view, that gorgeous carpet. I mean, it really is. That's pretty. It just adds like a nice elegance and brightness in here. This is going to be a knockout when it's done. I mean, just imagine sitting here having lunch, looking out at that beautiful view. Just wow. Coming along nicely. I was on the second floor filming, and my nose led me to the kitchen.
Oh, always.
Because you have brownies.
Yes, you want one?
No, I can't have one. I mean,
It's got toasted pecans on the inside of it.
toasted pecans on the inside and a chocolate
salted.
drizzle.
And salted caramel on the outside.
Oh, jeez. Oh. Oh.
I love it. I love
Well,
it. I used to love brownies.
well, maybe one. All right, so I'm in the Gables East lobby now, and it looks like they put some of the carpet down. This is a new pattern in the lobby area, and oh, I tell you, doesn't it just look wonderful what matches with the existing furniture? This is all, of course, going to go away, but until the new furniture arrives, we want people to still be able to sit, but I think now looking at that furniture on that carpet, I hate this furniture. But that's just my personal opinion. But this is all coming along very nicely. Look I'm in Carolyn's office. Hi, Carolyn.
Hello.
Look at all of your St. Patrick's Day stuff. Wow. Hold on. But wait. There's more. There's always more. Oh, I love the gnomes. Oh, very nice. Very cute decor. Good job. And I'm here because I know you have a candy jar. So
Yes, I do.
I don't have any business with dining today, other than I was up on second floor and they were making brownies, and my nose led me to the
Yes.
kitchen. But I did not take one, so I was good. But there is candy, and I'll take that.
Yes, help yourself.
Well, I couldn't come through the lobby and not stop by Brenda's office and visit Fred. How you doing, Fred? Not very talkative, but you did make his little house a little bit more interesting. Good job, Brenda. Got a little plant. Are those live plants?
Yes, they are.
Wow. You know, some people spoil their dogs. You spoil your fish.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you can't visit Gables East without looking through Jerry's office and all of her decor. Let's see, all of her St. Patrick's Day, because she's so subdued. This year, I think she is very subdued. But our lovely Jerry's office.
In your seats.
Come on, Don, do the YMCA.
Y-A-C-A.
Yeah, good job. Right, Bob? Come on, Bob.
White, bright, blessed days, and dark, sacred nights, and I think to myself, What a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yeah, I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of Around the Square, and I hope you have an excellent weekend.
Hey, Brian.
All right.
I have my infamous joke for you.
Excellent.
This one I happened to hear online on a video that I watched, and I giggled way too long.
All right.
Way
well,
too
if it
long.
made you giggle, I'm sure it's worthy enough for this episode.
Yeah, and it's got to be, I think it's all in the delivery. But anyway, I'm sure I'll mess this one up. All right,
Sure.
so what did the horse say after it tripped?
I have no clue.
What did the horse say after it tripped? Help! I've fallen and I can't giddy up.
Oh, that is hilarious. All right, I like that one.
Giddy
I
up.
can't giddy up. All right, well, now we know what happens. If a horse falls in the woods and no one's around to hear it.
Hey, I just want to be around when that horse is talking. I mean, hey,
Well, that's
Mr.
true.
Ed,
Well, very nice. Well, enjoy your weekend, everybody.